I'll just talk to you a little bit about our story braid elements. We have Brady, that's a tool that we use with all the students. We also have a poster that demonstrates all the grammar elements, or the story grammar elements of Brady. So we have different faces to illustrate the character's feelings both before and after, at the beginning and at the end of the story. We have all the markers in the form of magnets that the students can come and identify when they're either retelling a story or telling their own story. We have our joining words, first, then, next, after that, finally, that help the students connect their different actions or attempts. And we also have our other words that we use and we encourage the students to use as they're telling their story. Lastly, we have our story grammar marker braid that individual students can use and take to their desk while they're writing their own story, and they can follow along with the different grammar marker elements in order to tell a proper story with the proper story grammar. So as well as all of these materials, we also use the teacher's manual, Brady the Story Braid, that includes lesson plans and also graphic organizers for the students to use in creating their stories.
Every one of you will be responsible for listening to one part. Remember, like I did last time, I took the parts off of Brady. So, I can't take his head off for the character. So someone will get the magnet for the character. And as soon as you know who the character is in the story, you're going to put up your hand. Okay, as soon as we get to that part. So Taylor, you're going to tell me about the character. Then this is the setting. Jesse, when we hear about the setting, you're going to put it up.
That's the
kickoff. The kickoff. All right, Cassiope. The feelings. Anthony.
But at the beginning.
Okay. The
plan.
The plan.
You could take them off.
Yeah, we're going to take them off. There are 3 attempts to solve the problem.
Or you can say actions.
Only 3, yeah.
Attempts or actions.
Yeah. So, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Finally, we can't take this off, so the tie-up, you'll get a magnet, Casey, and the feelings at the end. Okay? Those of you who didn't get anything, you'll get to do something after. Okay? So remember, as Miss Anne-Marie is reading it and you hear your part, hold it up. Yeah, hold it up. All right, here we go. We're listening.
Ready? So Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge. Long name.
Taylor's already got his hand up.
There once was a small boy called Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge, and what's more, he wasn't very old either. Taylor, did you have...
He already had his...
Yeah.
So what did we find out here?
His name.
We found out the
Character.
who is...
Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge.
Right. Long name.
Do we know anything else about him?
Yeah.
Like
already?
He's young.
He's young. It says he wasn't very old. And can you tell anything else about him? What a dear, strange child to bring me all these wonderful things, thought Miss Nancy. Then she started to remember. She held the warm egg and told Wilfred Gordon about the tiny speckled blue eggs she had once found in a bird's nest in her aunt's garden. Casey, you've been holding that up for quite a while.
What part are you holding up, Casey?
The tie-up.
The tie-up. What's the tie-up to the story?
That Miss Nancy found her memory and the boy was happy.
She found her memory, and what's yours?
At the end.
Right. How do they feel at the end of the story?
Happy.
Happy. Can we think of another feeling he must be feeling? Not just happy is a good one. Let's see if we can think of a different feeling. William S?
Delighted.
Sorry?
Delighted.
Delighted. Wow.
Oh, delighted. Sorry. Yes,
word.
very good. So we'll have now someone, 3 of you, those who didn't get these, retell the story.
Hold on to him a little bit.
Nicholas, you will tell us about the beginning of the story. The beginning is the character, setting, kickoff, feelings, and plan. All of this side of Brady. Ashley will tell us about the middle of the story, which is the attempts. Remember, there was 3 attempts to solve the problem. William, you're going to tell us about the end of the story. How did the story end? What was the tie-up? And how did the character feel about it? All right, so let's see if we can get
And
through
Ashley
that.
will try to use joining words.
Remember
What kind
these
of
orange words here? You can look on the board here.
What kind of words
Okay.
did you use for joining words?
Oh, I got an idea.
What are the joining words? Yeah?
First.
When I say then next after that and final.
Yeah, you could use those. And Nicholas, you're going to start the story with, I don't know, something
What can we start
like,
a story with usually? Sorry?
Once upon a time, one
Perfect.
day, one night.
Okay, so
Good.
speak up, remember? They need to hear you. So start, Nicholas, with the beginning.
Once upon a time,
touch Brady.
Wilford Gordon.
Let's call him Wilfred.
Yeah, we just got along.
Wilford was hanging upside down. He knew everyone in town. What was a memory?
Good.
You can pull it down.
That's the first attempt. First he asked, how did the story end, William?
The type is when they solved the problem was whatever his name is.
Wilfred.
Wilfred gave the stuff that he picked up and gave it to.
Okay, so Ashley said that he gave it to Miss Nancy, and then what happened?
She found her memory.
She found her memory. She started to remember everything.